Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is a word of caution regarding watching pick a card love readings. So while there is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to know where you stand with the love interest on your mind, the reason why you're wanting to know where you stand with them matters greatly, as it can greatly impact your mental and emotional well-being. So a very good question to ask yourself when it comes to why you're watching pick a card love readings is, am I simply curious or am I actually clinging? Holding on to hope isn't always a good thing, especially if it's keeping you stuck in limerence or in codependence. The last thing I want to do is to enable limerence and codependence with the content that I create. I want to help you create a life in which you're truly thriving, not keep you stuck in survival mode. And I know how it all works because I've been there. So this is where grace, knowledge, understanding, and compassion come in. It's okay if the only way you're able to self-soothe in this moment is by way of participating in coping mechanisms, distractions, and the like. As long as you're also doing yourself a favor by learning how to heal the wounding that has been fueling any limerence and or codependent patterns that you might have. My promise to you is that as you heal the wounding, your dependency on your SP, which means specific person, aka the person on your mind, or your ex, will begin to dissolve naturally, to the point where you're not even curious about what they're thinking and how they're feeling about you anymore. I know this to be true from personal experience. When you're ready to start healing the wounding, I have some amazing resources to get you going. My personal recommendation is to start with 2 videos, how to stop manifesting separation, and then the other one is called Releasing the Wants. Both videos will be linked in the description box below. My heart is always with you guys, and with that I bid you more happy viewing. Love, Michelle. Hey Pile 1, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're doing another pick a card love reading. This is tapping into your person's energy and channeling their thoughts and feelings about you in this connection. Hoping to get you some guidance and insight, so you know what to do. You know where to go, all that good stuff. Just keeping you informed, right? So just keep in mind, you guys, it's a general reading. Whatever resonates, take it, run with it. If something's not resonating, just drop it, leave it behind for whomever it might resonate for. And if you want me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection, I do have personal readings available. All the booking details are in the description box below. I have a lot of $25 readings available. I should say many. I have many $25 readings available in the specific person category, so go check them out. All right, you guys were drawn to the Ametrine. Let's see, your person's overall energy towards you in this connection. We got the Knight of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Swords. Oh, okay. Fool. Definitely, your person's considering some kind of a new direction here, taking a leap of faith, but I'm not quite sure that it might be in your direction. Let's see what's going on here. Proof, vacation, yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, so your person's overall thoughts and feelings when it comes to this connection, Pile 1, it looks like they're definitely wanting a break, okay? They are in their feelings, but it's not like in a good way. We have down here, it's just a game to me, remembering, focusing on the bad times, and then I'm not ready. And I'm not ready is coming through in the energy of your person not being ready to make amends, not ready to make things right. They're not ready for reconciliation. In fact, it looks like they're more wanting to take like a whole new direction on a path that may not include you on it, at least for now. I'm not picking up on like definitive energy. I'm not picking up on where your person has made the decision like to absolutely just go on with their life and never have anything to do with you. This almost feels like they're trying, they're going through it in terms of like they're upset, okay? Proof, we have proof, vacation, and cut through. So proof says needing confirmation, searching for answers, exaggerating minor issues. So basically they're feeling triggered, okay? They're feeling triggered as far as their thoughts and feelings go. Vacation says adventure, getaway, travel, break, time off. Cut through says emotional, mental clarity, secrets come to light, and breakthrough. Something may have happened. You know, you guys are going to know what the deal is, but where your person's concerned, they're coming through in the energy of maybe holding a grudge, being upset at you. What's the Fool? They're not sure about the direction. Okay, tell me more. Aquarius and Aries energy coming through with that. With it's just a game to me, your person is in this energy now of not really taking things seriously in this connection. Your person is considering moving on, pile one. That's what they're considering. They haven't made the definitive decision yet. With proof here, you know, they're still kind of hanging back and looking and watching. You know, this may be them keeping tabs on you, maybe possibly kicking back and waiting and see how you show up or don't show up. Gathering information as to, you know, what direction they're going to go. They may be looking for evidence that maybe you're going to get right in some way or make it up to them, something like that. Tell me more about cut through. They're mad, pile one. They're mad about something. It feels like they're mad at you about something. The High Priestess in the reverse. Pisces energy coming through with that. Air energy with the Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and I just heard Leo and Sag. They're not able to get a good sense, though. They're wanting mental clarity, but they kind of... What's going on with the High Priestess in the reverse? Okay. They don't know. They're kind of in a sense of feeling maybe a little bit disillusioned. I am picking up a little bit on the Seven of Cups energy. They're not sure. They want mental clarity. So this feels like maybe they've pulled their energy back and away from this connection, just trying to find their footing. They don't know. They don't know what's going on with this connection, what direction they want to go on. All they know is that they're feeling upset, okay? Your person is having a hard time letting go of whatever that upset is, whatever the grudge is. They're having a hard time letting go. It says remembering and focusing on the bad times here. Let me see. Oh, I see what that's... Okay, with the High Priestess in the reverse and the Four of Cups, they're being intuitively nudged, you know, maybe to forgive, or maybe, you know, there might be a truth that they're not seeing that would help them move past whatever grudge that they're feeling, but it's almost like they're rejecting it. They're holding on to anger for some reason. They're holding on to this grudge for some reason. Your person's coming through like it's just easier to hate you. I mean, that might be a very specific message. It's easier for them. Maybe it's easier for them, they feel like, to move on. I don't know. Did something happen here where there was like a point of no return, or a certain line was crossed, and it's like, you know, tell me about It's Just a Game to me. Heavily triggered, and it's hard for them. There's the Empress in the reverse. they're not treating you the way that they know that they should be treating you, or they're not, you know, they're treating you like you're not. Empress energy. They're not taking you seriously. I don't know if it's because of something that you did, or if it's just your person feeling triggered. You know, triggers can just, you know, people can get triggered over, I don't want to say the silliest things, because I don't want to invalidate people's triggers. I mean, you know, I'm not ready. Tell me about I'm not ready. They're definitely, yeah, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Cups in the reverse. They're not ready to work it out. They're shut off and shut down towards you and towards this connection at this time, and they're not ready to make amends. They're not ready for reconciliation. They're not ready to let go of the past. Whatever happened here, they're just not ready. Three of Cups in the reverse at the back of the deck. They're not ready to make amends. They're not ready for reconciliation. They're not ready to make nice. Okay, that's the overall energy that's coming through. All right, pile one, that was your reading. If it resonated, do me a favor, make sure you're smashing the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below, let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. You can become part of the family if you want to by hitting that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. And I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, guys. Hey pile 2, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're back doing another Pick a Card Love reading. We're tapping into your person's energy and channeling through their thoughts and feelings towards you and towards this connection. No delulu. All of my readings are no delulu, but you know, I've just started no delulu and blunt AF. Okay. Pulling through the honest, real situation so that you are informed. Okay, whatever you choose to do with that information is up to you. All right, you guys. So pile 2, just remember, it's a general reading. Whatever resonates, just take it, run with it. If something's not resonating, just drop it, leave it behind for whomever it might resonate for. And remember, I do have personal readings available. If you would like for me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection, all the booking details are in the description box. I have a lot of readings available in the specific person category. Many of them are just $25 USD. All right, so go check them out. Let's see, pile 2, you guys were drawn to the Tiger Eye Hearts. Let's see your person's overall energy. Let's see, is this the Six of Pentacles? It's in the reverse though. Ooh, okay, they've got the Four of Pentacles in the upright position. I believe that's the 9. Yeah, the 9 of Wands. Oh, in the reverse. Okay, let's find out what else is going on here. Still battling addiction and inner demons. Can't stop thinking about it. I'm scared shitless. All right. What they're wanting from you and the connection. Okay. Straight up and to the point. Your person, pile 2, their thoughts and feelings and what they're wanting from you in the connection. They want to have their cake and eat it too. Okay. They are being honest about, you know, there's something, and I'll find out what's going on with can't stop thinking about it, but I'm feeling that is tied to something about the past. There's energies here about healing from heartbreak, that might still be fueling, like the heartbreak feels like it's at the center of whatever that addiction is. You know, it could even be maybe some old trauma. And so what your person is wanting and their thoughts and feelings are all kind of centered around wanting to keep things very casual between the two of you. They want to have the freedom to dabble in third parties if they want to, if that's what they choose to do. And there could be a legitimate third party element active in this connection. It could be a love triangle. It just says so right there. Okay. Let me find out what's going on with, there might be a certain, whatever dynamic that the two of you have right now, for many of you, if it's casual, if it's friends with benefits, if it's situationship, that's what they want. Okay. They want to keep it there. They want to keep it there. Actually, yeah, okay, let me see what's going on with the Four of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, they're not offering or willing to offer at this point in time, like, anything. Like, they're not offering up their heart. They're not offering a relationship. For those of you where you might be separated, they're not even wanting to offer a reconciliation at this time, although there is energies here where they would be open to having something just purely sexual and strictly sexual with you. What is this energy that let me look at what's going on with Scared Shitless. What is that about? This is their thoughts and feelings about you. What's on Scared Shitless? What is that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Chariot. They're scared to take any kind of forward-moving action. Towards what? Well, let me look at can't stop thinking about it. What is it you can't stop thinking about? The Five of Wands. They might be afraid of competition. That could also be third-party energies too. Tell me more about the Five of Wands. There's a lot of projection going on here. Your person might be afraid of being cheated on. They might be afraid of you exercising options. And so it's like they could be in the energy of doing the very thing that they're afraid of you doing or other people doing. You know, it's like they're beating you to the punch. It's that kind of an energy. There's some insecurities definitely coming through in your person's energy just overall. And so can't stop thinking about it. Tell me more about the Five of Wands, please. Clarifying, can't stop thinking about it. Your person's coming through in the energy of they're not willing to fight for this or for anything. They're not willing to fight for anything. All right, tell me more about the Chariot here. This could be them being scared shitless of moving on. Yeah. Their thoughts and feelings pile to... They're just in this space right now where they do not feel comfortable putting all of their eggs in one basket. Romance-wise, relationship-wise, heavy commitment phobic coming through here. They like things casual. They like things situationship. They like things being in a friends with benefits. They're not in the they're in a very selfish energy with the Six of Pentacles here in the reverse. They don't care to. It's not necessarily that they don't have anything to give. They just don't care to at this point in time. And a lot of that is stemming from fear, big time. Still battling addiction and inner demons. Let me see what that's about. I'm scared shitless. There's almost a feeling here, and a lot of this feels like it might be subconscious, where they're almost afraid of moving forward in life. Which doesn't make a lot of sense to the conscious mind, but if you understand anything about, the nervous system and how trauma can affect the nervous system in the subconscious, a lot of what we do to ourselves doesn't make sense. And so, your person may be wanting, there's a point in time I feel like they're stuck there's a point in time where your person is stuck, and they're afraid to move on. What is that? Did they lose somebody very close to them, or there's some kind of a traumatic loss and they kind of got stuck there? And there's a part of them that is very afraid of moving on. And so it's almost like they're in this holding pattern just in life in general, because they're afraid to move on. And it is. It's affecting their connection with you. I'll be honest. There's not a lot coming through in this energy about like their actual feelings about you, and it may just be because they shut those off, and so they're not allowing any feelings towards you to come through. Your person, I feel like they're blinding their eyes and they're blinding their heart. It's like they're shut down. They may not be able to forgive or forget maybe how they were done wrong by somebody in the past. Having a hard time moving on from that, but there's even a part of them that doesn't want to. Yeah, so with justice in the reverse here, that could be pointing to, you know, like maybe the dissolution of a marriage, okay, divorce, fear, you know, and so they're not wanting, something about not wanting to repeat the past, but it's weird because it's almost like they are. With the justice being in the reverse, that can be, you know, karma not being played out. It can also be karmic. And so your person definitely, yeah. With this energy that's coming out, though, I mean, it's not that they're not wanting to, you know, they're almost like they're feeling like their hands are tied behind their back. They're just afraid to move on. And that fear could be very subconscious. It could be one of those things where maybe your person is, you know, they might take steps in that direction to move on, and then just they instantly start to self-sabotage and they don't know why. Okay, a lot of healing. Your person is needing to do pile 3, and until that you know, until they heal from that, it's just you're not going to be getting a lot from this person. With forbidden fruit here, and then there's also this energy of like just this intense sexual desire coming through. I mean, it's almost like your person wants the ability to act out of that, you know, very forbidden desires, you know, third parties with you, right? Also, but also with third parties. There's almost this thing about your person being very risky. Yeah, it's not the best energies. I'll be honest, pile 2. I tried to pull out their energy about how they felt towards you. Let me find out what's going on with the 9 of Wands in the reverse, because that's the energy of them giving up. What are you giving up on, pile 2's person? Pile 2's person, what are you giving up on? They said finding the right person. They're tired of worrying. They're giving up. Yeah, there we go. This feels like them giving up on love. They don't even want to worry about it anymore. Your person may have been burned really badly in the past. There's definitely loss coming through in your person's energy. Now, you know, what kind of loss it could be, you know, you might know better about what that kind of loss is, but it's one of those things where it's like, you know, they got burned, and so it's like they don't want to do that again, right? I'm seeing like somebody, you know, like when you teach a toddler not to touch, you know, hot surfaces, and, you know, they did, right? And that's how the toddler learns. It's like, you know, a lot of times people can be hard-headed, right? And so they're going to touch the hot surface anyway, but that, you know, your person got burned really bad, and they're like, okay, I'm not touching that hot surface again. They're just not doing it, right? Every time they gave their heart out to somebody, you know, they put themselves on the line, or they went out on a limb, or they, you know, put their heart on their sleeve for someone, it's like they got burned, and so they're just not going to do it again. All right, you guys. Pile 2, that was your reading. Hopefully, you know, well, I don't want to say hopefully, you know, I hope for you that it didn't resonate, and if it didn't resonate, go pick another pile. I never hope that, you know, these difficult ones resonated, but, you know, if you got what you came here for in terms of the reading, make sure, you know, take a moment, if you would, smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. Hit the subscribe button to become part of the family if you decide to do so, and then don't forget about that notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. All right, you guys, and I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye. Hey Pile 3, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're doing another Pick a Card Love reading, and we are tapping in and channeling your person's thoughts and feelings towards you in the connection, as well as like what are they wanting. We're kind of getting an idea of where you truly stand with them, okay? That way you can be informed. That way you can, you know, make some moves. However you're going to make them, just do whatever you want to do with the info, right? Okay, so Pile 3, just keep in mind it's a general reading, so whatever resonates, run with it, claim it. If something's not resonating, just drop it, leave it behind for whomever it might resonate for. I do have personal readings available. If you want me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection, just check the description box. All the booking details are there. There are a lot of readings available in the specific person category. Many of them are just $25. All right, you guys, we're going to get started. You guys were drawn to the beautiful Amazonite with smoky quartz. Let's get their overall energy towards you. We got the Queen of Cups in the reverse. All right. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Then we got the Ten of Pentacles, but that's showing up in the upright position. Let me look. Let's see. We got engagement. Okay. We got unlocking. And then vacation. There definitely is something coming through in your person's energy about maybe you guys are needing to figure some stuff out, because it doesn't seem like maybe you were on the same page about something. Definitely some questions up in the air. There's almost an energy of your person coming through like, are you sure you want this? Are you sure you want this life with me? We have down here, it says, I trust you, not quite what I'm looking for in a life partner, and I know that you love me. But the energy that's coming through of not quite what I'm looking for in a partner, that's almost what's coming through is your person almost questioning your guys' compatibility. Let me see. They're questioning a lot. I'll be honest, and it's weird, and I'll see if I can get it to come through, but your person can see the potential of this connection, but for some reason, there's like a huge question mark over whether or not, you know, it would actually work long-term between the two of you. What's the issue here? There might be something about different worlds. So we got the World coming out, that's Capricorn energy. We got Judgment in the reverse, that's Scorpio energy. Big old question mark I'm seeing. Let me find out, not quite what I'm looking for in a life partner. What's that all about? Two of Swords in the reverse. Ooh, this might be boundaries. Your person might be something, yeah, something about boundaries. Definitely something about that. Okay, so, you know, someone in this connection has some pretty strong boundaries. Okay, with the Two of Swords in the reverse, clarifying not quite what I'm looking for in a life partner. This is almost your part. Well, it's not almost. It's I'm picking up that it's pretty definitive. This is your person coming through Pile 3 saying that they might be looking for someone who doesn't have such strict boundaries. And it may not even that you have strict boundaries, Pile 3. This is kind of, you know, it could be energies of your person. Yeah, you know, they want you feeling stuck. Okay? They're looking for somebody that doesn't stand on business as like you may have. Now, your person is coming through and saying that they know that you love them, right? But this is almost like your person saying, your person is full of shenanigans. They're full, they might just be, I don't know. They could very much, your person knowing that maybe they have the propensity to be a fuck boy or a fuck girl or whatever, right? And they want someone who will let them get away with that. And maybe you have demonstrated to them in different ways that you're not that person, right? You're not that person. You have boundaries, you stick to them, you know how you want to be treated, and you're not just going to allow people to treat you any old kind of way. And your person is kind of coming through with some recognition that they might be like a bull in a china cabinet. They might be very reckless with their words, maybe not have much of a filter. They may just want to do whatever they want whenever they want. And for them, it's like what they're looking for in a life partner is someone that will let them get away with that, and that's not you, right? They're looking for someone. The energy's coming through with the Two of Swords in the reverse and the Six of Swords in the reverse. It almost feels like your person is wanting somebody that's going to be highly codependent on them, to the point of like your person can do no wrong, right? And not only do they want to be treated like they can do no wrong, but there's no consequences, right? That's what they're looking for in a life partner. Yikes. You're a very strong personality, pile 3, and it just, yeah, that's crazy. 1111 just lit up on my phone right now. Let's see. Your person is wanting to be chased, and a lot of this might be stemming from abandonment issues, but your person is just coming through in this energy, pile 3, like they just don't think it's going to work out, because your person is the type of person to just act and speak without thinking, just being very reckless. And you're coming through in the energy of somebody who's just, you're not about that life, right? You're not about being disrespected without consequence. You are somebody that is very trustworthy. Your person is seeing that, and they're just, I don't know. Tell me more about unlocking. King of Cups in the reverse. And the oh, okay. What they're wanting is for not to feel so closed off to love anymore. We have both the King of Cups in the reverse and the Queen of Cups in the reverse showing up. I mean, that's a perfect pair, but for all the wrong reasons. Toxic. Now, I mean, that's... if you would allow them to get away with what they want to get away with and just do whatever it is they want to do without calling them on the carpet or, standing on business about it, or, they're saying they wouldn't, the potential for that is there, because it says like, for what they're wanting, we have engagement and locking and vacation. This is their energy about what they want with you. They want to make it official, but you guys have fundamental differences here. Mainly what your person is saying is, you don't let me get away with what I want to get away with. And this is a lot of blame shifting, because, they're pointing at you saying you're going to give me hell, not taking responsibility for why you might give them hell. And it's not even so much you giving them hell, it's just you standing on business and not allowing them to just, walk all over you, right? Yeah, it's toxic energies coming through pile 3 with your person, okay? Very toxic energies. They might be a little bit possessive, wanting to know, like, am I your one and only? Am I the only one you're dealing with? But they don't want to be held to the same standards. It's that kind of a dynamic, and that's what your person is wanting. They want to be chased, right? And it doesn't feel like you're willing to do that. Yeah. Anyway. They're very self-focused right now, because there's not a lot coming through in their energy about really, like, heartfelt feelings. You know, they are saying you are somebody that they could see building a life with, because we do have the Ten of Pentacles here and engagement, right? And with unlocking here, it's like they're willing to unlock that. They're unwilling to, you know, because right now it's like maybe the door is locked on taking this connection to a deeper level, to another level. And they're saying they're unwilling to lock it if you guys could only get on the same page about your person, you know, just being allowed to do whatever they want without consequence, and you're not on the same page about that. You know, for me personally, I'm like, kudos to you, pile 3, for not, you know, just being willing to put up with whatever just so that you can get, you know, a commitment or a ring, right? All right, pile 3, that was your reading. If it resonated, or if you got what you came here for, you can show your appreciation by smashing the like button. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below, let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. Smash the subscribe button to become part of the family, and don't forget about the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. All right, you guys, see you soon. Bye.